Okay, so we're well into November. It's the holidays. We're traveling, spending money, buying gifts. We don't have a ton of money to spend on games right now. So I thought it'd be really fun to do a few games that you can get right now on Steam for $5 or less. So I'm going to do 5 games at that price and one more game that is a little bit more but worth it. Try to find a good mix so that there's something for everybody. There's some point and clicks, dating sims, adventure games. Everything is here. So jumping right in, the first game is called Chronology. Chronology is a puzzle platform adventure game that was developed by Bedtime Digital Games in 2014. You follow an inventor as he goes on this adventure in this wilderness. He wakes up, he's lost his memories, he's trying to get them back, figure out what's going on. He comes across this little timepiece that when he clicks it, takes him back into the future or the past. So that's what's really cool about the game. You get to manipulate time. In fact, you have to manipulate time in order to solve the puzzles. So you're trying to manipulate time in order to fix the problems in the past that will affect the future. He comes across a little snail friend that is able to help him better navigate the world. You actually need the snail to help progress the game. This game has very positive reviews on Steam. There are 3 hours of gameplay. Right now it is $3.24, originally $4.99, so it's 35% off through November 15th. Game number 2 is called Love Choice. This is a dating sim that was developed by Akaba Studio in 2021. It's called Love Choice. Come on, it's exploring the meaning of love. What I really like about the game is that it has 3 different gameplays. However, you do have to play them in order. The first one's called Love Game, then Love Distance, then Love Detective. The other thing I like about the game is the mini games. I'm not a huge dating sim person, so I really needed those little mini games to kind of keep me invested. You're playing a game developer who ends up falling in love with one of his coworkers, and this is of course one of those choice-based games, so you are making the decisions for what he's going to say, and that is how the game progresses, based on the choices that you make. This game has 2 hours of gameplay, overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. Right now it's $1.59, normally $1.99, so 20% off through November 14th. Game number 3 is called Beyond the Wall. This is a point-and-click adventure game that takes you through this really magical world with this little girl. She goes to her friend's house. It kind of starts the game with her showing the relationship she has with this friend through these little kid drawings. It's very cute. And then she goes to his house and he's not there. So she's knocking, she's clicking on the buzzer, nobody's answering. She's concerned. She's trying to figure out how to get over this wall to figure out what's going on with her friend. So it's a point and click game where you're trying to solve that mystery. It's very cozy, very mysterious game. All those kinds of whimsical creatures involved, very beautiful music. This was developed by Rocking Toy in 2023. 2 hours of gameplay. Right now it's $3.49, originally $6.99, so 50% off through November 10th. Game number 4 is called Omno, at least I think that's how you pronounce it. Omno is a single-player adventure game of discovery. This is what I consider to be an environmental puzzle game. It really reminds me of The Last Campfire, if you know that game, or if you've seen my last video, where you're having to figure out the puzzles that you need to solve in order to progress the story, to get from one part of the game to the other. It also kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Breath of the Wild game, where it's very stunning visuals. You're in this wilderness, and also those kinds of puzzles are involved, in my opinion. Obviously, it's not as high caliber as Breath of the Wild. It's a single developer game, so don't have your expectations that high, but it's a very good game. It has very positive reviews on Steam. It's developed by Studio Inky Fox in 2021. It's 3.5 hours of gameplay. It's at $3.79 right now, which is originally $10.99, 80% off through November 13th. Game number 5 is called Roki. Roki is one of those games that I've been hearing about for a while now and wanting to check out. Found it at a great price, but you have to act fast if you want it for that price. It is $4.99. I'm starting with the price so you can run and get it if you want to. It's $4.99, originally $19.99. only through November, so the end of day November, so act fast on this one. Roki is a beautiful adventure game. It's set in these snowy mountains. You play a little girl named Tove as she's sort of trying to save her family. So you start off the game with her and her little brother in the snow playing around. They go home. They have this kind of sad story life with their father. Their mother's passed away, I believe. And he's kind of this old man that sleeps in his chair, and she's having to take care of her little brother. One night, their house gets attacked by this magical creature. Her brother ends up getting taken, and you have to help Tove save her family. So it's a very magical game, exploring hidden legends, forgotten monsters, hidden paths, puzzles. It's that kind of big adventure game at a crazy good price, $4.99. Very positive rating on Steam, 9 hours of gameplay, and that's just the basic game, doesn't include any of the extras. Again, $4.99. And the last game that is a little bit more is called Figment. Figment is right now $5.99, another $19.99 game that is going to be $5.99 through November 15th. Figment was developed by Bedtime Digital Games in 2017. It is a game that explores kind of the human mind. So you play this character named Dusty, who is the courage of your mind, and he is trying to get his courage back. So it's been kind of a long time. He's kind of seeming like an old man in his zone, and then his world kind of starts getting attacked by new feelings, new emotions, new that present in the way of monsters attacking this world. So Dusty has to save this world, save his mind by facing his fears. The visuals are stunning. It's beautiful music, great game to check out. Very positive rating, 5 hours of gameplay. And again, it is $5.99 through November 15th. That is all the games that I have found right now. Hopefully some of them that you can check out. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe.